I wonder if they leverage any of the modern like vibe coding platforms because you can do some pretty neat stuff now.
Yeah,
You know
and
what?
it's basically like when people use our these little shopping payment links, right? They're all no code. So they can either drop it in an iframe on their site, or they can just make a button on the site and then drop the code in there. So there's no coding needed to use our software. It's a total no code for the business owner to use our software. They don't need to have somebody coding a bunch of stuff to the API. And we do have some people that now are working with our API because they want to leverage that platform inside their software.
Exactly. And I'm thinking, if somebody wanted to develop an app and it could receive payment processing, it could receive payments like they're selling some kind of product there. It could be a game app, for example. All you need is a link and you could embed that into your app and then it'll go through Apple Store and all that. People will download and start using it. And when it comes time to pay, all they're doing is hitting that button and the money's going through based on this invoice.
Yeah, with the recent changes from the App Store, side payments are allowed now rather than giving them 10, 20, 30% of your money.
Was it that? Oh my gosh. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Okay, so you got your website, you have 1,000 clients, you have plans to grow. I noticed obviously you have a podcast as well. Very cool. I checked out your channel. You've been doing this for years. Like 7, 8 years?
Yeah, I started podcasting like 3 years ago. I would say it pretty much sucked. The first probably 50 episodes were not good. The next 50 got better. And then I got steadily better. This year I changed the whole format of the podcast where now I just interview people. So, I try to find interesting people to interview things that business owners or people who want to start a business would want to listen to. Like this past week, our guest was Scott Kelly, who's the guy who does venture capital. So the whole podcast was about, you have a startup company. Where do you go to find money? So that's what we talked about. The week before, we had a guy on Jonathan who has Warrior Golf, which is a thing for veterans to learn about the golf industry, learn how to play golf, learn how to get jobs in the golf industry.
Yeah.
Like learning all about the golf industry. It's a non-for-profit. So we did that in honor of Veterans Day. We had the director of B2B payments from Visa on our podcast twice this past year, discussing business-to-business payments and how that's changing with things that Visa is doing, things that we can do on our platform, help businesses leverage plastic over using their line of credit, instead of using their cash, using their lines of credit, how to leverage plastic. That's what we talked about. So we try to bring interesting guests on the podcast to talk about everything from HR to, how to get PR for your business, all kinds of different subject matter. AI.
AI is a big one for sure.
Yeah,
I get very excited when people talk about AI.
Yeah, one of my favorite AI products, and a shout out to the owner of Search Atlas, come on the podcast, B2B Vault. So
I do know him. You'll have to remind me his name though.
Manique or
Manic, right?
Manic, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah, I reached out to him. He said he would come on the podcast, but I haven't got him on yet. But I really love his product. We started using his product. We were like at a single digit for SEO. Now we're at like a 90.
Oh, nice.
We took our domain authority up to into the 20s now.
Very nice.